Alright, so I am about to do heat transfer onto a t-shirt, and I do not have a computer, but I do have my iPad, and so this is what I use to do all of my Cricut work. I also have an HP, but I have an HP DeskJet 4152E printer, and then I think this is the, there it is, the Cricut Explorer Air 2. I am on my craft table, y'all, so please don't mind the mess. I have my dial on iron on, so that's where my dial is. So I am going to literally walk you through what I do to make all of my things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus button. Down here, I'm going to click select from my photo library the logo that I need. Again, I don't have the subscription to where it automatically removes it, but you can work around this, okay? So what I'm gonna X out, and I'm actually gonna click select. And what's gonna happen is it says tap the area you want to remove. So I'm gonna click on this outside out layer. And you see how it has those gray dots? It's gonna remove it. So now I'm going to hit apply. If this is all that I want to clear up, I'm going to hit apply. And then I'm going to hit the print then cut option here. Hopefully you can see this, y'all. I'm trying to stay really still so that it's focused. I have my print and cut options. So I'm going to do logo needed. That's what I'm going to name it. Okay. And I'm going to hit done. And then it's going to upload onto here. Okay, I don't want for my logo to be that small, so I'm going to make it as big as I possibly can. Where I think, so I'm just going to go with 7.5, and I'm going to let it fix. Okay, and then I'm going to click on make it really quick, and right here it tells me image is too large to receive. So I'm gonna just go ahead and click OK. And it's gonna bring up this here. And I'm gonna click on this. And what it's telling me is, so the image is too large for this paper that I have, which is the 8.5 by 11. So it can auto, the largest that this particular logo can be is 7.44 by 7.44. So I'm gonna hit auto resize, and it has auto resized it. As you can see, that's what it auto resized to. Okay, so now that it's like that, you see that this little eye is an actual eye now. So I'm going to click on make it. And then this is what's going to pull up. Okay, so I normally keep this option on here, which it says bleed for print then cut. I normally keep that option up there. This right here shows you where you need to place your paper once it prints. I do have a 12 by 12 board, or I have a 12 by 12 mat. So this is exactly what it would look like. And I'm also going to be using the 8.5 by 11 letter paper. Now I'm going to be using, as you can see, if you can see, if my camera cooperates with me, clear y'all, I'm going to be using the Pen and Gear Dark Fabric Transfer. I've also used the Silhouette Transfer before, and I'm going to show you. I had one extra sheet left, so I went ahead and used that on one of my shirts. So I'm going to show y'all what the Pen and Gear paper looks like versus Silhouette paper. So I have used Pen and Gear and Silhouette already, okay? So we are now sitting at this area, right? Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and hit next. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna set me up to go ahead and print. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and load my paper up so that we can send it to the printer. Okay, so I have my heat transfer paper loaded onto the printer. This is again my HP desk jet. This is not an inkjet, this is the desk jet. And then it's waiting for me to send this image to the printer. Okay, so I'm gonna press send to printer, and it's gonna pop up with all of these with this. This is what pops up for me. So what I do is I go to media and quality, and it's right now it's set to normal. I'm going to set it to best, and that's literally it. After that I click print, or I make sure it's to my right printer, which is it is. So I click print. And now my printer is going to print out this paper. So I'm going to sit here, basically show y'all what it looks like print out. All right, so this is still on my screen. So this is what my mat should look like, and then I should put my paper onto my mat just like this. So my logo has been printed and it looks really good. Okay, so now I'm about to put it on my mat, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my mat. Okay, so now that we have it on our mat, we're going to take it over here to the Cricut. Okay, so I've loaded it onto the Cricut, and right here the arrows are flashing. So I'm going to go ahead and press the arrows. So now it's ready to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and press the Cricut logo. It's going to feed it. Okay. So we've come across an error. It's not detecting anything. It didn't feed correctly, so it's not detecting anything. I actually like this because it's showing what may happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it do what it do. And right here, it says, I don't know if y'all can read that. But it says detection failure. Cut sensor marks on the print could not be detected. So we're going to try it again, okay? I'm going to actually put this camera down because I think that might be the reason why. Okay, so we're going to try it again. I'm going to click try again. So we're going to hit, and we're going to load it back. Now it's detecting them how it should. It's detecting the sensors now. So I want y'all to see what that light is doing. It's scanning over those lines. And it's detecting the margins to be sure that it's going to cut it correctly. So you want your Cricut to do this, because if not, you're going to have a mess on your hands. So then now, over here, it's saying it's cutting now. So let's go back over to here. Alright, it has now cut it, so it's coming out. And I'm going to press this so it can unload it. And now it's on to the next screen. If I want to print something else, I can start something else. So, alright, this is my printed sheet. I'm going to go ahead and use my Cricut needle thingy. I don't know what this is called, y'all. I'm sorry. And I'm going to peel it back. You want to be real careful because you don't want to puncture your logo. But I do want to lift this up so that I can pull it off like it's a sticker. Take your time. We're not in a rush. We're not in a race. And so, to reduce a lot of curling, I go ahead and pull it off on my Cricut mat. I've noticed that if I were to take the paper off of the mat first and then do it, it curls up, and I don't like that. So this is what it looks like cut or peeled off. Okay, so now we're going to take this over to our t-shirt, and I'm going to show you what I do there. Okay, so now I have the t-shirt that I'm going to use, and I am on my home ironing board and iron. I don't have a heat press. I don't have anything like that. So I am being resourceful, and I'm using what I have at home. So before I place my logo down, I just kind of iron out my shirts, and I'm going to place it where I think I want it. And then I'm going to do some measuring. So from the neckline down, I normally do anywhere for adult shirts, anywhere from about 3 inches to 4. For these, I've been doing 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it. And then I also want to measure to be sure that these are evenly placed. And it is from the arm length over. Okay, so it's where I want it. And in the packet, you're going to get basically like a sheet protector, heat transfer protector. You want to be sure you use this when you do it. You do not want to apply direct heat onto your logo. So I have it on my cotton setting. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but I have a cotton dial. I have cotton, rayon, polyester, silk, and nylon. I have it on the cotton dial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little iron around all of it first. And then I'm going to hold it in a spot for about 10 seconds all the way around. And just kind of go through and hold it down. You don't want to apply a whole bunch of pressure, but you do want to be sure that you apply a little bit, you know, because you want it to stick. Want it to stick. Now I just continue to go all the way around one more time. and kind of just finish it off. And then I lift it up, and as you can see, it is pressed onto that shirt. It is pressed onto that shirt. Okay, quality is good. It looks good. And I normally, sometimes it kind of sticks onto the back a little bit, so I go in and I kind of separate the back from the front. But that's pretty much it. That is what it looks like. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the silhouette heat transfer on like a mannequin or something. But to be honest, the pin and gear and the silhouette work very, very similar. So both brands are working really, really well for me at the moment. I don't see too much of a difference. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of the shirts, and that's it. That is the design. All right, so here are the shirts finished. This is the silhouette heat transfer paper. This is the pin and gear heat transfer paper. So I feel like on camera it's looking like silhouette is a little bit more vibrant than pin and gear, but in person they look very, very, very similar. Not much of a difference in the transfer paper or how I print it in person. They are the same t-shirt, same size, all of that. I pressed it on the iron at the same amount of heat. So yeah, I don't really see much of a difference, but if you do, let me know, or you know, kind of tell me down in the comment section if you see anything that stands out to you. But again, this is silhouette heat transfer, and then this is pin and gear heat transfer.